Всем привет, ребят, с вами Хэдди. Да, мы давно не виделись. И вот оно, первое, наконец-то, видео от меня после 2 недель перерыва. Впрочем, это еще пока не значит, ребят, что мой ноут, на котором я раньше записывал видео, вернулся из ремонта, то есть я его пока что даже туда не отдавал. Я пока что завален работой, на работе. Я прихожу домой, сплю и отправляюсь вновь на работу. Почти что без выходных, так что записывать что-то у меня пока что времени нет. Ну что же, по крайней мере так будет весь июль, но сейчас уже примерно половина его прошло. И наконец-то вышел последний эпизод «Волк среди нас». По идее, я, кстати, скачал уже русификатор, установил его, но почему-то у меня, конечно, все на английском. Хрен знает, это, наверное, либо из-за того, что у меня, получается, сейвы перенеслись через Steam. Все-таки я сейчас снимаю с другого, более слабого компьютера. Либо просто-напросто пока что не подействовал русификатор. Ну что ж, посмотрим. Я все-таки надеюсь, что русификатор у нас стоит, все нормально. И мы можем наконец-то узнать, в чем же закончилась история шерифа и других сказаний. Поехали. Кстати говоря, игра очень может подтормаживать, потому что, как я сказал, комп мне слабее.
I mean, your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Подлагиваю не да. Все-таки он послабее.
Not if I can avoid it.
Ох, давненько, конечно, ничего не записывал. Знаете, даже, наверное, почти честно, ни во что и не играю даже.
No.
Holly's sister, Lily.
I just don't know what Bigby's doing. If he cares
Кстати говоря,
about it.
надеюсь, меня слышно нормально,
If he
потому
even
что
gives a
я
shit.
более-менее микрофон настроил под этот ноут. Но
That's why
может
you
быть
can't tell me
либо
anything.
слишком тихо, либо
It's the
слишком
ribbon,
громко.
isn't it?
We're destroying the tree. No!
We're not burning the tree, Snow.
Hey, you're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you?
И да, мы
Look,
его так не отправили.
maybe a few will get sent up, but you're my friend, Colin. I wouldn't do that to you.
Кровавая мэрия. И пули серебра, которые нас зарядили.
This time was no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Bigby, wait. When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
Вот только... Ну, блин, да они даже не показали то, что мы закурили. Мы не присели, ничего ему не сказали. Ну что ж, Telltale Games представляет перевод от команды Quickly Team. Волк среди нас. Кстати, да, ребята, я сейчас тоже упаханный, я только-только вернулся с работы, и, блин, и только-только вышел как раз-таки перевод «Зов волка». Ну, кстати,
You've
на
come a
английском
long
он
way.
читается все-таки «Плач волка».
You must be tired.
Логово скрюченного человека. Мужчины. Ночь. Мы закурили.
And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently.
Легкие
Please,
подтормаживания
Sheriff.
все-таки есть.
Relax for a moment, will you? Do you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really, a carpaccio. It's lobster. Sirloin.
Я здесь по другой причине.
I'm here for one reason, and it's not to eat your fucking food.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna...
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey.
Еще, кстати говоря, ребят, самое сложное, что мне сейчас записать на этом ноуте, это
For
то,
the
что у
sake
меня
of
сбитая
transparency,
матрица,
why don't you tell us why you're here?
которая немного
It
разросла.
would help settle everyone's
То есть вот
nerves,
этого
I
я тут
think.
не вижу, что тут написано. Я вижу, что ты убил тех женщин. Собственно, это мы и
You
скажем.
know why I'm here. You killed those women.
What women?
Faith and Lily, the girls who worked at the Pudding and Pie.
Did I now? I assume by your confidence in accusing me, you must have some proof of this, yes? Some allotment of evidence. A witness, perhaps.
Джерси сказал, что ты это сделал.
Your servant over there told me you did it.
That's a fucking lie! I didn't say anything like
It's
that.
fine.
All I said was that this was your town, and nothing wouldn't happen without your approval, all right? That's it.
If only that were true. Those women. I don't relish telling you that the killings were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you, and to assure you that it's over with. You really don't need to worry yourself
Кто
further.
это сделал?
An unfortunate bit of business. You're gonna tell me right now who killed him.
Sheriff, I have complete respect for you and your job. I hope you know that. But I simply can't divulge that information. You really shouldn't worry yourself. As I said, I've got this under control.
No, I'm gonna deal with it right now.
Yeah, right.
What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation?
Ты помни, кто тебя
The
оставил
man
в
said
живых.
he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the hint and get out?
Tweedledee, please.
I'm already pissed off. You don't want to make it worse.
You think I'm scared of you? You're nothing more
That's
than a...
enough! I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but in the interest of preserving our alliance, if you have to know, it was Georgie.
Джорджи.
However, like I said, I'll be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Georgie.
You got what you wanted, so just...
Sit down. Now.
Так это вот этот
Yeah,
всех
I
убивал
killed him,
женщин.
so what? You should have just kept your nose where it fucking belonged.
Да пошел
Georgie.
Get your hands off me!
Look, the fact is, George
Это слабо
here
мы ударили.
misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours.
На самом деле, я
But you
даже
could
думал, то, что
murder
она
someone in
ударит
cold blood
Полис.
like that.
You fucking asked me to do this!
And then
you told me
attempt
to
to
kill
blame
him!
me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is right bollocks, this! You're just gonna let him do this?
So what do you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms? You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued cooperation.
What the hell?
Take this fucker. Take all of them. I didn't fucking
Don't
start
make
this.
any trouble, Georgie.
Are you seriously throwing me under the fucking carriage after everything I've done for you?
Блин, промолчим, я не знаю, что ответить.
You can't just hand me over. What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us.
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one? Who the shit do you think you fuckers are?
surrender.
Get the fuck out of
I
here!
do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit. But he's not taking me anywhere.
Да, конечно.
I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
What are you saying?
Yeah, what the fuck? You're gonna make sure we all go down this shitter with
Ну,
you?
давайте
I
поиграем.
told you.
I'm not going anywhere.
This could have gone so well.
Вот именно, могло пройти слишком уж гладко.
To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
Давно не виделись.
Did I miss anything good? Well, look at you, all fixed up.
Ух! Ах, вы гады! Так, ты первый. Опять кусаться. Пошел отсюда.
Take this!
You're done, Wolf.
Come on, we're pretty much done here.
I'd like to say it was nice knowing you, but I'll be glad to see your insides turned out.
Ну да, давай его просто перехватим за руку. Ух! Было больно.
Oh god.
А вот нечего стоять.
This way.
Куда он ходит? Ну, Бигби, ну зачем ты с ним, блин? Тебе же надо догнать бы. Чуваки, я вас не убивал эти полтора, так что имейте в виду, другого ни разу не будет.
Come on, Georgie.
Oh, shit!
I know. I know.
Да, черта два вы уйдете. Оу, ну бампер окей. Сейчас еще и хиты успеем показывать наши. Окей. Оу. Вверх. 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 Ну да, проще всего покрыть. И что теперь полоска? Сколько мы можем в этом состоянии пробыть, наверное? Да какого черта уж прыгать, так прыгать!
Fuck! What was that?
Скрюченный ушел. Зараза. А ну иди сюда.
Take him off!
I can't.
Я сказал, что тряхни его, я не могу. Как мне написали субтитры. Оу! Мы улетели.
Gun it!
Are you sure?
Do it!
Оставил поехать на нас.
He's not moving.
Keep going!
Да, все-таки жалко, то, что субтитры тут не перевели. Точнее, что перевод немного незаконченный. Вау.
Come on.
Right. Fuck it!
Надежда. Ну что ж, кровь, значит. Ну-ка, ну-ка. Да, кровь натеклась немерено. Кровь.
Holy shit.
Новую ачивку дали. The House of Stray.
Come on! We can't stay here.
А, что за подвисание?
Hang on. I need a minute.
Okay.
Shit. Hello, Bigby. I hoped you'd come to your senses. Oh. Crooked Man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go.
I'm taking you in, Georgie. Let's go.
You gonna carry me?
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
Vivian, you don't know what you're doing.
You can't seriously want to protect this guy. You know what he did.
I'm not going anywhere. It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What?
He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered—
Of course it does. Those girls—
So it's all my fucking fault then?
I
You
didn't mean—
fucking— Ah! You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? Ugh. I did what I had to! You can't fucking blame me for that.
Look,
sometimes you just have to do what you're told.
Why'd you do it then, huh? If it's not your fault, then what the fuck happened?
Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the Crooked Man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him. And I'd do it again. 'Cause it's not my fault. The Crooked Man gave the order. He told me to kill them. And then he fucking sold me out. The both of you can go rot in hell.
Georgie.
You think I'm the one to fucking blame?
That's not what I meant. I was just...
You're still the one who pulled the trigger. Nobody held your hand and made you go through with it.
Fine. Believe what you want. I can tell you've made up your mind. Doesn't matter if it's fucking true or not. Go ahead and arrest me then. But it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Narissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing. It must be so easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right? George is the bad guy. It's all his fucking fault. But what was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know? At the end of the day, you're just like him. Coming here, talking about options, like it was that simple.
You could have done anything else. You could have let them go. You could have freed Faith and Lily from those fucking ribbons instead of murdering them.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them...
Если бы ты освободил бы их...
What would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die. Do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you doing?
I told you.
What are you talking about?
This is the original. The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and The spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me. You're not innocent here either.
I know that. But did it have to be like this?
Wait, those were your ribbons? You're in on this? I thought you cared about them.
I do. Of course I do. You have to understand, nobody was supposed to die. When we
Не
built this
должен был,
place,
конечно.
it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway.
Ну,
This
это
was
уж
supposed to
точно.
be our place. We were gonna be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point. Then the crooked man showed up and everything just turned to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
Stop it.
I told you. Sometimes all your options are shit.
Да мы другое
What the fuck are you
решение найдем.
supposed to do then?
We'll find another way. She doesn't have to die. Maybe the witches
Don't
can...
talk about me like I'm not even here. Please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
I wasn't really...
You're right. It's your life.
I know what I've done.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all the fucking same.
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them.
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them. What I took away from them. I look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian, don't. Vivian, no!
Охренеть.
Fuck! No, 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 no! Why'd you have to do that, Vivian? Vivian! Shit!
Промолчим.
Vivian, I didn't fucking mean it. I was just...
Ты сейчас, смотрю, загнешься.
Oh, fuck!
Get up. Get up!
Don't think so, Bigby. I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, all right? For both of us. You know the bastard deserves it. Make a promise to a dying man.
He's gonna have it worse. Don't worry.
Good.
Джордж запомнит это.
Old foundry by the river, all right? Shepherd Metal Works. He'll be there. Fucking asshole. You want to finish me off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you want to do, right? Well, whatever it is, just get it over with. I'm not sticking around for much longer. Ah!
Ай, блин, я не видел, что там написано.
At least you're consistent. No more
Я на самом
games,
деле думал,
all
там
right?
написано было
We both
убить его,
know
а
how
не
this
пинать
ends.
его. Я говорю, все проблемы из забитой
Just make
матрицы.
it quick.
Давайте все-таки его
I know
прикончим,
what I did.
чтобы чувак не мучился.
All right, Georgie.
По крайней мере, мучиться больше не будет. трупа. Я говорю, что мне, конечно, не особо нравится в играх от Telltale, да, вообще в других играх, то, что все-таки какая-то линейность, да, тут, но присутствует. Ну, что поделать, многих, о, господи, всех решений, выборов не предусмотреть. Металлургический завод Шепарда осталось, значит, отомстить скрюченному для тех, кого он погубил. Так, а пробраться как-нибудь там поверху нельзя? Нет? Машинка.
Still warm. He's here, all right.
Ну что же, пойдем навестим скрюченного человека. Вот тут, ребят, вот в этом углу у меня битая матрица на стареньком ноуте. И я хотел, конечно, дать его давным-давно починиться тоже, но...
Of course.
Но как-то руки не дошли, а после этого я купил себе новый, более мощный ноут. У которого сейчас, к сожалению, замыкание на материнской плате произошло. Так что, ну, это как я читал примерно сколько? Ну, как максимум, наверное, день ремонта. Так что, надеюсь, как только выдастся выходной, съезжу, сдам в ремонт и все. И в тот же самый вечер заберу. И вновь, может быть, что-нибудь поснимать. Тук-тук. Ну и, конечно же, она закрылась за нами. А где щелчок замка?
Bigby Wolf. The big bad wolf.
Ну и где ты?
You used to be something.
Фотографии. И почти что везде мы. Так вот кто за нами, значит, следил в тот раз вечером. Колесо.
They used to fear you. They'd hide anywhere their small shivering bodies would fit.
Кувалда. Ну, чувак, ну взял бы кувалду с собой. Ну где же ты? Патроны. Серебро. Хреново.
Silver.
The big bad wolf. It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Пошла к черту.
Wow, what a man. Stealing punches while my back is turned? Didn't your mother ever teach you to fight proper?
Да на! Исчезла опять. Да ладно, Бигби, зачем за ней гнаться? Ты можешь за этим пойти, за скрюченным. Какого черта? Нет, конечно, давайте гоняться среди ящиков за этой психопаткой. Оу, не успел. Зараза, скотышка бьет.
Where are you? Come out and face me!
Кровавая Мэри. Нехило так и она. Как демон хрень выглядит. Оу! Ух! Это было больно. Давай, Бигби, черт возьми. Ты же умеешь в том состоянии замедлить время. Вот оно как, значит, отражение. Игра не по тормозу. Так, хватай. Да пошли все! Чёртова! Большой злой серый волк. Ну-ка. Ух. Прям на меня. Подрезать. О, где? О, я знаю, Бигби, что ты сейчас хочешь сделать. О, улетели. Вот и одна осталась. успела в глаз воткнуть. Кстати говоря, на самом деле, я думал, сейчас будет бой эпичный. На самом деле, то, что и впрямь Telltale работает над двумя играми сразу, накладывает свой отпечаток.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6 rounds of specially designed silver bullet. I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
Но сейчас ты
You
имеешь
plan
дело
to
с
do
самым
what she
мной.
says, don't you?
Snow's not here. You're dealing with me now.
That may be true, but I'd advise against defying your new boss, at least for the time being. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial.
Извини, чё, ты не выживешь.
How about I bring your corpse back to the woodlands instead?
You're not going to kill me.
You'd bet your life on that?
Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that.
Конечно, но ты
All I'm
всё-таки
asking for is a
манипулировал.
chance to explain my side of
Так
the
кто же
story.
ты?
If you're not a killer, then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. And I don't think I'm being unreasonable. If you decide to do something stupid, like murder me, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town.
Ну, может, мы его
You're
немножко
often
побьем.
reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero? Because those are two very different things.
Блин, я хотел
This
сказать,
is
наверное,
about justice. I'm the sheriff.
Во
I
имя
have to do
веры.
what's right. 2 people were murdered.
And you know who did it. Georgie.
Ну, чувак, извини, этот все-таки ты
He's
его
dead, isn't he?
заставил все сделать.
My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle. You
Я,
know,
конечно,
I'm
понимаю
actually
то, что
looking
интереснее
forward
было
to
сделать,
seeing Miss
чтобы
White again.
мы
My
пошли.
previous interactions
Чувак,
with
ты
her
никуда не
have gone
пойдешь.
rather well.
Oh, I don't think so. We're not doing this your way.
How unfortunate. I was hoping we could...
Заткнись, а.
What are you gonna do now? Rip me apart like some kind of animal? Killing me here would achieve nothing.
And what would Miss White think? You show up with nothing but a corpse. No answers, no proof. You'll never know the truth, and she'll barely stand to look at you. Is it worth it?
Заткнись, гад.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Я ведь понимаю то, что этот гад, скорее всего, выпутается. Могли бы его убить, но, блин, это и впрямь, вот зачем? Что он вообще пытался сделать? Зачем пить повязки на шее? Что они должны были разболтать? Все-таки что-то, да, он должен нам сказать. А убить мы его всегда сумеем.
I know, but we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When does this thing happen?
Are you sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Это ж точно.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some
Я в
trouble.
порядке.
At the Crooked Man's place.
It's nothing. I'm fine.
I guess you've been worse. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting
What do you have to say for
Murderer!
My
You
wife
killed
is
Lily!
dead. She was my
Where the
sister.
fuck do you get
what about
off?
Faith?
You think you have the right to
did
just do this to
everything you
people?
said.
You're a fucking crook!
This. You should be
Fucking
ashamed.
shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I
Надо было
don't
твой
mean to
приказ.
interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
Don't worry about it. It's done.
Justice has already been dispatched. Bigby executed him.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished.
Так я и думал, что
That
это
doesn't change
вроде нельзя
anything.
было все
We'll
приводить.
deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White.
How about I go ahead and kill you right now?
In front of all these people.
Do I look like I give a shit?
After the rest of your crimes are read through, then you will have an opportunity to defend yourself, but only then.
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and
Да,
providing
недоразумение.
monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical
Похищение
artifacts.
Крейна.
And kidnapping Crane at gunpoint.
He went willingly.
Yes, thank you. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're
Ну
involved.
пусть говорит.
Obvious.
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk? Well, go ahead.
We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
Я думал,
The
это будет
Crooked
говорить-
Man has committed crimes against this
чёрта.
government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
ground.
fucking belongs.
That's right.
But we promised you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to let
is
him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell the fucking truth for once.
Always been a bit of a powder keg.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was
Я бы
willing
не
to
назвал бы
cooperate.
это была
What's he
ловушка.
talking about?
You weren't being helpful. You were trying to set me up. Your people tried to kill me.
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end.
Какой же ты скользкий
They do
тип.
it
Тебе
because they
надо
want to protect
пить и
me,
все.
as I've protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save
Они
someone.
не хотели защищать тебя.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people. Use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
You're not serious. I know what you do to people. I've seen it firsthand. What you did to Faith. The way you manipulated her. Do you really think any of those girls were free? Do you really think Faith wanted
I'm sorry,
to—
Lawrence. I'm sorry that your wife came to me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my best judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
Мы никого не бросали.
We didn't abandon anyone. We've been trying to help them.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
For the longest time, not much. But they asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor?
No. The wolf offered me the job. She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would
Не
you
пытайся
want that?
манипулировать.
I know what you're doing, and it's not gonna work. You can't manipulate us or these people. We're not here to talk
Oh,
about
we're
this.
not?
Bigby just
This
means
is
that-
important, and I'm glad it's being talked about.
You know why I asked him to destroy your tree. You were working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with the Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've been doing all this to protect you. We're trying to stop people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
He took Faith and Lily from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's responsible.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Ну что ж, ты остался один скрюченный.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie
murders.
was working for you. Bigby got a confession
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town?
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you, for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say
опять всё
that
по
I'm
одному
responsible
кругу
for
пошло.
what Georgie did, because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course.
Так к чему ты
Where are
клонишь?
you going with this?
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated the poor woodsman when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
That was Bluebeard, not me.
He was a murder suspect.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know...
laws apply when we need them
Bluebeard, please.
What's that supposed to mean?
That's
to.
not
I mean,
true.
a certain level of privilege should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
Yes.
Не успел,
See,
что ли?
this is exactly to what I'm speaking. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say
Заклятие
something.
же снято.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Продолжай.
Bluebeard.
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut
whether-
up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
Это ж точно.
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
Vivian killed herself back at the Pudding and Pie.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say, you're an asshole. And I hope you rot at the bottom of the witching well for what you did.
Don't worry. He's gonna pay for it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Да, чувак.
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Throw him down the witching well. No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
You're done talking, crooked man. You had your chance.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
There will be more if he isn't stopped.
I don't give a shit.
So we get rid of him.
Dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Look, I'm making the call.
Why should you?
He is the only officially appointed representative here.
Right. Bigby should decide.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
No.
He has to
We
die.
can lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
Everyone, I'm...
Not this way.
Ах ты! Бигби, да какого чёрта? Не летай.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Да пошёл к чёрту.
Miss me.
No, I won't.
Мы не разорали его,
Lily
но и избавились от него. Из-за всех, кого он...
Yes. Another one of us to erase from the books.
Да, еще одного стерли с книги. Но этот слизняк бы выбрался из любой тюрьмы. Достижение. Дуновение северного ветра. Роскошные апартаменты Вудленда. А днем что-то там, не вижу. Битая матрица. Что за лаги, блин. Хорош лагать. Нормально.
Hey, Sheriff.
Oh,
You gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
This fucking line.
Все тут.
Oh, Mr. Wolf? Flycatcher left his keys.
Господин Волк. Все хорошо.
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Свиняк. Но он, по крайней мере, остался с нами, наш друг.
I'm going.
Jesus. На ферму. Ну блин, я же дал деньги.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you? Sorry about all this. I tried to help. Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance. But Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway. I told her I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so... if you could bring it to her, she was nice.
Конечно.
So...
yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
Там будет безопаснее все-таки.
Don't worry. You'll be a lot safer there. There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah. You don't have to worry about the Mundy seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves, so you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ. Hey, Bigby! Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
Откуда мне знать?
How should I know?
Saying goodbye?
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
Да это, блин, понятно.
It's okay. I get it.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
Скорее ты был
about
не
what
виноват.
happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they'd go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Marissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
Ну, ты пытался защитить
You
их
were
все-таки.
just trying to protect them.
Я ведь и так сильно достался,
Yeah.
не будем ее давить.
Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God.
Мы пытались ее утешить.
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
Ну, надеюсь,
I guess it worked out in the end. I can't hold that against you.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her. Just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them...
You were trying to get my attention. So you started all this.
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
It's going to be different now, I promise. Things like that won't happen anymore. Not while I'm around.
You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
Промолчим.
Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I've been making a lot of mistakes lately.
But you've also done a lot of good. Don't forget that. You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
I need to tell you something. I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Did Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Я вообще не понимаю, что он там хотел. Ну ладно. По закону жанра мы должны оставаться на месте. Найдешь то, что ищешь. Вы посмотрите, если мы за ней погнались бы, проехал бы машина, ее просто-напросто не стало бы. То есть она бы исчезла, как в фильмах бывает.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Такое ощущение, что Нерисса была не так, за кого себя, в общем-то, вдавала. Ну что же, мы и 43% убили Джорджи. Мы и 70% игроков привели скрюченного назад живым. Мы и 31 человек отправили его в колодец. Интересно, какое же большее количество? Мы 94% решили принять подарок диджея для Снежки. И какие же последние слова сказали Нерисе? Мы 28% сказали ей, мы сделали много ошибок. Ну что же, вот и все, ребят. Вот и закончился Волк среди нас. Я в камере надеюсь, что это была не последняя серия из этого, ну, как бы сказать, ну ладно, скажем, из этого сериала от Telltale'ов. Потому что игрушка очень мне понравилась. Я очень даже люблю жанр городского фэнтези, городской мистики. Мне он очень нравится. И я надеюсь, собственно, это не последнее мое видео, которое я записываю вообще. И последнее, которое я буду записывать именно на этом старом тормознутом компе с битой матрицей. Я надеюсь, что в скором времени я все-таки сдам свой игровой ноут в ремонт, и мне в тот же день, или же хотя бы на следующий, уже вернут целым и работающим. Ну что же. Тут нас рассказывают про персонажей. Мы врали зверю. Снежка, интересно. Убиты. Убит. Жив. Никакого у нас тут, видимо, значит, все-таки нет. Ну что же, ребят, тогда с вами был Хэдди. Ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь, зайдите друзей, комментируйте видео и вступайте в группу ВКонтакте. Надеюсь, что мы увидимся с вами уже скоро. Всем пока, ребят, не скучайте. Я к вам еще вернусь. С новым врывом, конечно же. Всем пока.